Hey guys, in this week's Insider, we're covering the 5 most common mistakes we see riders make and 5 solid tips for riders from beginners through to pros. Whether you're just getting started or you've been riding for years, these will help you ride better, safer, and with more confidence. Overestimating your skills and riding too fast too soon. If you are already an experienced skateboarder, snowboarder, or you've been using other brands of electric skateboards for some time, it's easy to assume you'll be a master of an Evolve board within 5 minutes of riding or even less. With over 15 years of experience running this business, accidents mostly occur within the first week of owning the board. And usually it's because the rider is far too confident too quickly. It's way too easy to jump on a new board, connect it, and just go. Understanding how the board works as a vehicle forms the base for everything you'll be doing. Learn how the board and remote responds so you can apply the right amount of acceleration or braking for the situation without being jerky on the remote trigger. Also, read the manual so you know the ins and outs of how the board works. Lastly, we highly recommend staying on eco or sport modes for a while before you upgrade to Corsa mode.
There isn't one stance that's perfect for all situations, but a good starting point is to make sure your legs are wide apart, matching your shoulder width and knees slightly bent. You need to get familiar with your weight distribution. Shifting forward and backward compensates for acceleration and braking momentum changes. And side to side is how you turn. A couple of drills you can do in a car park. Stop-start in a straight line until you're comfortable taking off and stopping in Corsa mode at all speeds. Figure eights are also a great way to practice toe and heel side turns. Try linking your turns smoothly and play around with different circle sizes and speeds.
Another common mistake we see is jerky calves. For most people, calving is the best thing about Evolve boards as it replicates the surf and snow feeling, but it's so much better when you do it right. A common mistake we see is riders don't maintain consistent speed throughout a calve, which makes it much harder to keep balance. This can also be a result of being jerky on the remote trigger. Pick a good speed, maintain it, and hold your body positioning steady throughout the calve.
If you're a heavier rider or just prefer a stiffer board, tightening your kinkpin nuts until the bushings bulge is not the right solution. Get yourself some harder durometer bushings and it will stiffen up your ride while giving you a smoother feel.
Many riders forget about their tyres after they purchase their board. Over time, air in the tyres slowly reduces, the same way that cars do. This can result in reduced ride times to what is advertised, extra load put on the electrical system, causing it to heat up, and much greater rolling resistance, which can cause the board to stop fast when the trigger is released. Adding to this, if the belts have been set up way too tight, this causes extra resistance and extra noise when riding. Countless times we have seen flat tyres and over-tightened belts coming through the service department. If you want best performance from your board, please pay attention to this.
Pro tip, body weight transfer to conquer acceleration and braking force in real world riding situations. Slam the brakes and understand braking at different speeds. Body weight transfer drills from front foot to back foot to master braking and acceleration when using a remote will give you maximum confidence and control when you're using your Evolve board. To master this, find a quiet road or a car park, then shifting your weight from your front leg to your rear leg to prepare for the momentum change. Next, over a 10 or a 20 meter length, keep accelerating and braking whilst transferring this weight from front to the rear legs. Start slowly at first, then work your way up to faster acceleration and braking. This is a great drill to understand how the remote works and quickly prepares you for real world riding situations.
Another tip we have is using proper smooth trigger control. Go easy on your triggers. If your throttle and brake control is jerky, it's going to make standing on the board much harder, let alone trying to ride smoothly. What we always tell new riders is this: find the speed you are comfortable with. Then don't move your finger unless you have to. Hold a speed. This is how you get the most consistent ride feel and get the best ride times from your battery.
Check your tyre pressure often and maintain 45 psi. If it drops, you'll lose significant amounts of range.
Grease your trucks. Evolve boards should be nice and quiet, but if the trucks aren't maintained, they can get squeaky or creaky. This is mostly from dirt getting in the bushings and pivot cups. There's nothing worse than a noisy. A little TLC goes a long way.
Unlock custom mode by using the Explore by Evolve app. You can adjust your custom mode to have different acceleration, brake and power settings to all your regular speed modes that's set in your remote. This is great for beginners, riders, or even those wanting more.
If you've got any other tips or you think we've missed a few of these common mistakes, we'd love to hear from you. Drop them in the comments below. Anyway, ride safe and we'll see you next time.